We are back at the bridge. It is the first Champions League game. We're champions of Europe. I'm joined by Dami. What did you make of our opening game?
W settings only. Obviously, this is not a mic stealer this time. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll leave you with the microphone.
Thank you very much.
I will leave you with your microphone. I apologise for last time.
Please don't apologise. Do as you feel, mate.
It is what it is. But now, listen. First UCL game back, obviously. Stamford Bridge was buzzing. Do you know, I'm coming from a buzzing, moving as per usual. Cannot complain. Obviously, I feel like we could have played a lot better today. I'm not going to lie to you. Lukaku. Who was the guy I got gassed about last time?
It was Lukaku.
Who was the guy I got gassed about last time?
Lukaku.
Big ROM. Listen, this is the difference, right, between potentially getting something done and getting something done. That's what Lukaku does for you. Lukaku has just picked up 2 points for us with one header. This guy was literally starving at the front. He was crying for food. Mason Mount, Zenit, they were not providing. But the one chance he got business sorted. That right there is a big boy striker. Erling who? Nah. Respect Big Rom. You understand? Lukaku's in town, bro.
He is in town and he's performing, he's scoring, he's doing exactly what we want him to do.
100%.
So, what did you make of the game overall? Do you come away satisfied with the result?
I mean, once again, you've got to be satisfied with a W. Do you know where I'm coming from? You have to take, it's a win. It's 3 points on the board. Obviously, we didn't get as many goals as we would have appreciated or as many goals as we would want, but we got the W. Obviously, I have a few. I mean, I don't want to get into too many negatives or anything, but Mason Mount could have had a much better game. Do you know what I'm saying? This was below his normal Mason Mount standard. Ziyech could have done quite a lot better as well. Alonso was occupying space, but tactics aside, I feel like first UCL game back, champions of Europe. We've gotten our W, we've gotten our 3 points. You can't complain. It's W settings. Come on.
We know what we are.
We know what we are.
I'm not singing. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that.
Okay. My apologies.
Okay, so you come away, you're quite satisfied with the game. Obviously, we've got Spurs at the weekend as well. Nice little win to go into that game as well.
Yep.
Okay, so lastly, who was your man of the match in this game?
I mean, the man that scored, didn't it? I mean,
I could have guessed.
To be fair, I will give it to Lukaku, but Kovacic today was absolutely sublime. Forget about it. Kovacic today, yeah? This guy was playing right bang in the middle of midfield and he was bringing some passes. Yusiba was there watching like, damn, this guy's a footballer. Guy is so silky. Do you know what I mean? Gucci ain't got crap on this guy. Do you know where I'm coming from? So silky, but I'm going to give it to Lukaku. Big boy finish, big boy goal. And like I said, W settings. It's scary for everyone else, but not us. You understand? That's what it is. We move. Bombastically.
Thank you very much, Dami. Always away with words with you. It's like poetry. It's beautiful.
Apparently, Shakespeare, whenever he hears me speak, he turns. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I feel like we're going to go off on one now. It's been lovely to speak to you, Dami. Have a good one. I'm now joined by Shades. He wears his hair sideways. We love to see it.
Come on, man. Rate the drip. What's good? What are we saying?
Right, let's go. Tonight, what did you make of the game?
I mean, it wasn't the best game, but we did the job. Romelu Lukaku. I feel like last season that would be 0-0. Like, we don't win that one because now we got a guy in to score the goals and we're doing the business.
How
League.
We're winning it again. We're going to do back-to-back.
Think about it. Like, Tuchel, he struggled against the small teams. Like, during his reign, he struggled against the small teams. Now we've got Lukaku in to score the goals when we need them. We can beat the small teams. We don't really have a problem with the big teams. So when you do the mathematics, beat the big teams, beat the small teams, you beat everyone, you win the trophy. It's very simple.
You make it sound very simple as well.
Yeah, it's calm. So,
who would you say our biggest competition is in the Champions League this year?
Biggest competition? Well, I don't rate PSG. Yeah,
Don't rate them?
Nah, man, they bought superstars, but what are they actually like as a team? We don't really know this yet. They play in the Farmers League. I saw Ander Herrera get a brace. What kind of league is that? Like, what is that? But anyway, Bayern Munich, they're all right, I guess. Got a couple, man. Real Madrid are done out here. Barca are done out here. I guess it's just only really Bayern. Man United, they got that Ronaldo youth. I don't know.
But did you see the result earlier?
Yeah, young boys.
Big team.
He couldn't handle the young boys. He's an old man. He can't handle the young boys. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm calm. For this season, I'm very confident. I'm very optimistic.
How do you feel about our squad depth as well?
Oh, our squad is very deep. A very deep squad. You've seen Ruben Loftus-Cheek come on. Now, that is a world-class player.
I really rate it.
Yeah, and people don't think he makes the first team. I mean, yeah, cool, he's piff, he's light skinned, but he's also got tech. He's got skills and he's got strength. And he doesn't really crack our starting 11 or our reserve 11. So, yeah, man, we've got a very deep squad. I'm happy about it.
And that in itself is really exciting for Chelsea fans, I think.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm gassed. And everyone else should be. Because, yeah, why would you be pessimistic? Any Chelsea fans that are pessimistic, you're done out here, you're washed. Stop it. Pattern your thinking.
Even after a 1-0 win tonight, you've got to come away like we've got the goal. And like you were saying before, Lukaku, he's doing the job, isn't he?
Doing the job. You get paid to do your job, and he does his job. You love to see it.
Happy days. It's lovely to speak to you. Thank you. Okay, I'm not sure what Craig's doing right now.
Piss off.
No, I wanted him to show Kovacic on the back because we're going to start with him. Yeah. What did you make of Kovacic today?
I thought a lot of people were poor, and I thought Kovacic was actually one of them.
Really?
Yeah, we can't break teams down all the time. It's not possible. And they did a fantastic job today. You have to give credit to Zenit. Lukaku, they dealt with him all game until it was the one moment, of course, he scores. But honestly, it just got to a point where you're like, is it going to come? And I mean, I was up the shed end. I was talking to you beforehand. That chance they had right at the end, that should have been a 1-1. That could have even been a 1-0. And we didn't come up with anything. Kovacic was one of the people. Jorginho was one of the people. Aspi, Reece James, Mason Mount, Havertz, all the people. You didn't really come up with anything. It was a moment of not luck. You signed someone like Lukaku to give yourself the chance to win the ball in the air, and he did it. It worked for that particular occasion. But we really weren't good. And people have always gone, oh, you're negative and whatever, and you bloody moaned about it beforehand. It's not negative. I just know there's so much this team can do, and we didn't see any of it today.
So, obviously we come into this game as champions of Europe. Do you think other teams are going to look at us now and think, oh, they are the champions of Europe? I'm scared.
No, I've spoken before. I potentially could be first in this video, so I don't want to swear too early, but I want to see the old shit factor. That's what I want to see. And I didn't see that today. And the task that Thomas Tuchel had, it was very obvious very early. He wanted to go and win the game early doors. And I actually thought Mason Mount was really good for the kind of first 15 minutes. And I was saying to a mate of mine next to me, I was like, we're going to go and try and kill this game early so we can rest people for a big game against Tottenham. And the second that Mason Mount kind of went, everyone else went. And I'm not saying the whole game's on Mason Mount, of course, that's impossible. But it just does show an example of we had a real kind of statement of intent to potentially make, and we did not make it.
Roxanne, mate.
Okay.
Roxanne.
All right.
No,
Cool.
just tell her, Roxanne. Is your name Roxanne?
It's not Roxanne.
It's not Roxanne.
No.
He told me your name was Roxanne.
I'll be Roxanne if you want me to be Roxanne.
Roxanne!
Jeez.
So, getting back to business. I want to ask you, what did you make of Werner being left out today?
I actually thought it was the right move, and again, because of the game and how it went, there was no space. That's what he could have potentially exploited. I didn't love Ziyech starting, and I think that Havertz probably would have been the right option to play. But again, you go and kill the game early doors. If Ziyech was the one that potentially could have done that in Thomas Tuchel's eyes, then he should start him. But I didn't think it was right for him. I'd love to have seen him come off the bench and cause a madness and whatever, but I think the game very much was for Timo Werner was going to be late in the game. It was going to be it's going to be late in the fixture where, again, you might be a goal or two ahead and then he comes on and scores a third, kills it off. That was where the space was going to be. They did start to tire after a while. That's why we got our goal. But yeah, but it's one of those ones that with Werner, it wasn't the right game for him, and it could have been an absolute nightmare. We all could be going, bloody hell, Timo Werner, it's all this, it's all that. It just is what it is. Like, I'm not going to bother too much about it, but, it wasn't the right game for him. It wasn't the right game for a lot of people.
They were a tough side, though.
Yeah. No, look, I always want to give credit where it's due. They defended really well. They worked harder than we did, I thought, as well. And we worked hard. You could see a lot of players were really tired after quite a while in this game. And I think it was when Mendy went down, you could see that Rudiger was a bit, and Rudiger, for him to be like that, it says a lot. But they were a decent side, and I think personally, in my opinion, we should be doing the double over them and doing the double over Malmo, and then if you get a win in the draw against against Juve, we win the group. We've done one part of it today. The next time we play them, it could be irrelevant because we could already be through because I think it is the last game week. But they fought, and that point that they could have got would have been the thing that maybe took them into the Europa League or maybe nicked them a Champions League, knockout place. They fought for it, and I didn't think that we necessarily did, and I think that eyes probably were on a couple of bigger games that are coming up. But look, we've won. That's the most important thing. We've got it, and I don't know what the final score was for Juve, but Malmo seemed to be a poor side. If Juve are scoring 3, and I know it probably did get more, it might have got more, I don't know, but we should be doing the same sort of thing. We've got a while to that game, but we need to just be a little bit better. That's all.
I think lessons learned. We need to learn lessons from that game. We got the win, but, as you see, more can be done.
Yeah, same thing with England in the bloody summer. If you learn from the mistakes, you learn from where it didn't go right, and the next time it comes round you get it done, then it's fine. I haven't got a problem with making mistakes and having learning curves as long as you get those learning curves. It's not just a bump in the road.
Wow, that was quite deep as well. I enjoyed that. Thank you. Craig, it's lovely to speak to you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm now joined by Rayan. Rayan, what did you make of the game tonight?
For me, it was a game of 2 halves. I feel like the first half, it was a bit slow, a bit shaky. We weren't really putting ourselves into the right positions to score goals, to create chances. But I think in the second half, I don't know what Tuchel said to them, but I feel like we were moving the ball quicker. And then as a result of it, we scored the goal. Overall, I think the first half, I think I got carried away because I was in Matthew Harding lower, and I probably carried the whole game in the first half. But in the second half, though, I think we did a lot better. And I can speak about performance and stuff, but in the Champions League, you have to get these results. You know what I mean? You got 6 games, for the first 4 games, you're gonna have to play your best. You're gonna have to get the best results. And then you leave yourself in the best position. And this is what Chelsea do. We might not have the best performance, but what we're showing is a winning team. Because even if we don't play at our best, which for me, I feel like we played okay in the second half. First half wasn't the best. We still got the result, and that's what you have to do. A great team. So, yeah, overall, I think the first half wasn't that good. It was a bit boring, but I think the second half we improved massively.
Let's talk about the atmosphere. What was it like for you? Obviously, Matthew Harding stand. How was it?
It was great. Everyone was standing up. I started off sitting down, and everyone was standing up and everything. The chants. Listen, I'm telling you right now, yeah, Mason Mount, Ziyech, I like them as players, yeah. But if they had the creativity of Matthew Harding with the chants, yeah, listen, we would be balling. We'd be beating every team 8-0. Lukaku would be feasting. I'm telling you, innit? But listen, Matthew Harding, yeah, it was amazing. You get me? So.
And what was it like to hear that Champions League anthem?
It was great, man. It was my first game to a proper Champions League game. As well, I haven't been to a game in a couple of years. So yeah, the atmosphere all together, you know what I mean, the chants, and especially when Romelu Lukaku scored and stuff, it was all mad, man. It was good.
So overall, you're happy with the result?
Yeah, I'm happy with the result. You can't not be with a win, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just most important now that we take this form on to Spurs. We have to hammer Spurs. Against Spurs, you can't just win. You have to hammer them, and I think we will. You know what I mean? Certain men are losing their heads and pushing attackers in the face while we're out here racking wins. So, listen, we're gonna have to carry this form, and then just progress to the knockouts, and we can, because I feel like our group. I think Malmo and Zenit we should be beating, and Juventus I think we should be beating at home, and then away we can afford a draw. But I'm not trying to see any losses.
I'm now joined by Quaker. He is here with his umbrella. He is a classy guy. It is clearly not raining, but if anything, it's a good accessory. I'm liking it.
I was hoping it's going to be raining goals, but I'll take the 1-0 win though. I'll take the 1-0 win.
I love that. So, thinking about the performance tonight, are you happy with it? Do you think there's things we can improve on?
I'll take the 1-0 win. It's a Champions League game. The result is the biggest deal. We saw Manchester United lose to Young Boys today. So, as the first game in Champions League, week 1, you take that result. You know what I mean? It's 1-0 to Chelsea, and we move on. And also, Lukaku scoring the goal as well means a lot more. Do you know what I mean? It could have been anyone who scored today, but the fact that it was big Romelu, I'll take that all day long.
I want to ask you as well. What did you think of the team selection tonight?
I was surprised that Chilwell didn't start.
I'm the same.
Everybody was kind of hoping he started, and when he came on, he got a good reception. But I understand Tuchel's reasoning. Obviously, he talked about it in the pre-game presser about where Chilwell's head's been, all that. So I'm happy with how the lineup kind of played, and it was kind of, you saw the injection of pace when Kai Havertz came on in the second half, and you saw that we put our pedal to the metal a little bit more. And the result is all that matters really at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. And who was your man of the match in this game?
So man, the match is a difficult one. Obviously, it's easy to go over the goal scorer. I'll go Big Rom, but I thought that Kovacic had a great game again, second game in a row. I thought he was brilliant. Tony Rudiger has almost become everyone's default second favourite player. Like, he was incredible today, obviously sweeping up. And in the second half, we saw the back three of Christensen, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva. It was immense to see. You know what I mean? I love Aspie, he's my favourite Chelsea player. But seeing those three marshalling the back, it was amazing to see. And I just think it's an overall incredible performance. And we move on to Spurs on the weekend.
Definitely. What do you make of Rudiger pushing forward as well? Like, when he's pacing up there, how are you feeling about that?
He harnesses inner Kurt Zuma. We also saw Kurt do it against Ajax 2 years ago. And that brought life into the second half, where we saw Rudy swerve in and out and have that shot that just went agonisingly wide. So I thought it was kind of a great start to the second half, and you saw the injection of pace after that. So Rudiger performed excellently. He's my second favourite Chelsea player, and yeah, like I say, we move on to Spurs. It was a great result.
Are we going to beat Spurs?
Come on.
In a word.
Come on. That's 2 words. Yeah, but that's not even a question. I'm going to ask you the question. I'll hold the mic. Are we going to beat Spurs?
Yes, we are.
There's the answer.
Thank you for talking to me. Right, we've got a threesome now. It's Bricky. You like that? Bricky and Fana. Okay.
You can't manage a threesome with a man like me, you know. I'm Jamaican, you know.
We'll move on. What did you make of tonight's game?
Listen, there's so many words to describe this game.
Please describe it.
Flat, poor, dead.
Any positives?
There is positives, but let me just run through the negatives first, innit? Yeah, I don't know. That first half was one of the worst first half I've seen since Thomas Tuchel has come into this club. Until man like Big Rum came up. Yeah, what did I call him the last time? Predator. Gunman, yeah? One chance, bang, one header, bottom corner, done. Easy, 1, 2, 3. But, as I said, it's a poor game. Second half we came out much better. The passing was much faster, was much slicker. The pressing was much better. These men was just sitting back. Hairline sitting back.
Can we talk about the opposition though? How did you think that they set up? Because for me, they were pretty organised defensively. They were hard to break down.
No, yeah, they were hard to break down, but when you have a top-class striker in Lukaku, how many times last season, under our previous manager, a legend, you've seen we've created so many chances, break teams down, but we just can't put it in the back of the net. But now you have a gunman up front, man shooting a big fucking 4-5, bruv. Yeah? Big Rum. Big Rum. That's all I have to say, Big Rum, bruv. Big up Big Rum.
Worth the money then?
Worth the money, 100%. Worth every fucking penny.
Thank you, Bricky. I enjoyed the analysis there. Big up to the Predator, Big Rom. Right, back to you.
Yeah.
Hoods up, looking very serious.
Yeah.
What?
To be fair, I'm not really that fuss about the performance today. There's something wrong in that first half. Maybe the pivot as well. Somehow they're moving a bit too slow in that midfield. And you get caught in 2 minds though. Zenit play really well. Don't give them a slack or anything. There's a reason why they're Russian Premier League champions for the last 3 years. And I feel like
Do you think we underestimated them?
A little bit in some sense. I feel like yes, we came here as a reigning champs 21-22 season and that, but I feel like some players are a bit knackered today. Something doesn't feel right in my point of view. Mason Mount today, I thought he had a suspect game for me today. Some of the passes that he set in the final third, really questionable. Hakim Ziyech looked really invincible at times. I feel sorry for Romelu Lukaku in that first half because I thought he was non-existent because of that though. But I'm just glad in that second half, Tuchel trying to tweak something up in that half-time team talk. Maybe that clutch moment that separate us between us and Zenit overall. But I think looking at this group right now, I've seen some other results as well. Juventus beating Malmo 3-0. I think between us and Juventus at the moment so far. But I reckon Zenit could mix up in that group as well, though, if we're not being careful of ourselves. But yeah, we move on.
But we got the win, didn't we? I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's the most important thing. And I think what's the bigger grand scheme of picture, things like it's the fans. Obviously, it's the fans. I think we haven't been, in the stadium a lot last season. I feel like it's kind of missed the vibes, that Tuesday night anthem and the Champions tune vibes. You know, we missed that a lot from last season, and I feel like the normality soon enough will coming back even stronger this season, and I can't wait for the rest of the season with the rest of Chelsea fans. And yeah, we move on to Tottenham on Sunday. And why are we scared of Tottenham? Why? Because of their what? They're top of the league at one point, first 3 games in a row. They're nothing though. They're nothing. We're the champions of Europe, and we can come to their ground with our forms held high and with a positive vibes as well. And don't forget, we have a good track record against Tottenham. So it's a good positive towards Sunday game.
I mean, you could sound a little bit more enthusiastic about that, but it's fine. So we move on to the Spurs game. We're going to win that. Probably top the group in the Champions League. We move on.
I'm not sure about top of the group, but I feel we're a bit, today, like I said, we're a bit too complacency with ourselves. We're a bit too careful. I think with the Juventus game, it's going to be a tough game for sure, especially playing in their ground ahead of their ultras and that. But I feel like if we can nick a draw from that game, I think it's a massive boost in our top of the group credential. But I feel like against Juventus, we have to be careful with ourselves. Then, if we make it silly passes like we did today, they might capitalise it. We got likes of Chiesa. We got to be careful of him.
I think Tuchel will definitely be taking notes on this as well. Right, it's lovely to talk to you. Thank you, Bricky.
Before we wrap up, yeah, I need to give a massive shout out to the defence. I forgot to mention them.
I thought you were going to shout out to me there.
Listen, I'll shout out to you anytime.
Thank you very much.
Listen, and especially Rudiger today was immense. He was literally cleaning up after everyone. Any mistakes, Rudiger was there. And I feel like people don't give him the mention. I hear all these pundits, they talk about Harry Slabhead Maguire. They fucking talk about Ruben Diaz and all this. I don't hear no one give Rudiger a mention. And this guy's a top defender. He's pacey, he's strong, he's solid. And listen, it wasn't the greatest performance, but another clean sheet, another win. We move into the fucking Yids. We're going to smash them into the fucking ground, and we're going to show why we're the dominant team in this country and in Europe.
There you go. Big up Tony Rudiger. I love it. Love the appreciation. Thank you, Bricky. I'm now joined by Nepen. Nepen, it's a Champions League night. How did it feel to be in the ground?
Amazing. It was amazing. Champions League nights are something else. And my first ever game at Stamford Bridge was a Champions League group stage game, and that was when we drew 4-4 at against Ajax. That was my first ever game at that was my first ever football game. And
what a game to go to as well.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, we're down by half time. But yeah. If it wasn't for, VAR tax got involved, but otherwise we would have won that game. But yeah, more about tonight.
Yes, please. So what did you make of tonight?
A bit dodgy in the first half, but we did improve in the second and finally got the goal. And I have to say, beating low block teams isn't for everyone. United take note.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love that.
I said I wouldn't laugh at United unless Chelsea win today.
Well, we can all have a laugh now.
I can have a laugh now. But yeah. So yeah, I hope we on to Mal. I hope we move on and keep this form in the league as well.
Definitely. We got Spurs at the weekend. Will we beat them?
That shouldn't even be a question. Of course we'll beat them.
I will take your word for it then. I love that. Shouldn't even be a question. It's lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much. Okay, I am now joined by Ben, who is rocking some fantastic trousers right here. Love them. Nice attire there for the Champions League as well. You've gone all out.
Dressed up.
You have. So can we just talk about football now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, right. So what did you think of the game?
Well, I've actually got a question for you for once. What is it with Champions League games and our defenders going from prime Messi to prime Morata? Like, Rudiger, everyone, all he had to do was shoot and he just goes past the post. From prime Messi to prime Zuma, like... But no, honestly, that was like the highlight of my game. Obviously, yeah, got the win, easy dub. Zenit didn't really put much of a fight. As soon as we scored, they collapsed. Could have been a lot more.
But how long it took us to score, was that not concerning for you?
It was one of those ones you knew it was coming, so it didn't feel as bad. But you know, those sort of teams we should be putting like a fair few past. I mean, look, Bayern Munich just put 3 past Barcelona tonight, and that's the last time I checked. It could have been even more, but you know, to be we need to make a statement as European champions, and we should be putting these teams. But I don't want to be too negative. Like I don't know. 1 minute, it's a win. Chelsea played well. Romelu Lukaku played well. Mount and Kovacic. Oh my God, those two are beautiful players. Kovacic's pressing tonight was immense. Like, if we lost the ball and he's running after them, I'm confident we're getting that ball back. Like, he's just done so well, and then Mount done really well as well. Like, he's just done. I'm just flabbergasted, really. Like, can you please do that on Sunday, boys? You know what I mean?
If only, like we can. You know, I think we've got every chance of beating Spurs on Sunday.
Spurs are terrible. You know, they're North London rejects. Like, all right, they're in North London, but they're crap. You know, they lost 3-0 to Palace. We spanked Palace in our opening game. The levels are different, you know. I'm more scared of a fucking conference team than Spurs. Spurs are shit. Sorry for my language, but they're shit.
Right, let's move on quickly then.
Before I run about
It will be a lengthy conversation there.
Demonetised very quickly.
Okay, back to the Champions League then. So just coming away from that game, are you satisfied?
Yeah, overall, yeah. Like, it's the score didn't tell the story of the game. It was all Chelsea. Like, we were getting chance after chance after chance. Really good to see Ruben come back. You know, one of my favourite players, man. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, love him. Good to see him actually back in the team, getting a chance. And to be fair, like the short bit I saw of him, you know, he's running well. He's put that injury past him now, and I'm really confident that if we got tough games coming up where it's going to be physical, you know, like the types of Stoke teams. Put Ruben in there, he will dominate. He will absolutely bully them. And then we've got so much squad depth now. I'm really, really happy. And you know what? I'm going to say it. First English club to win back-to-back Champions Leagues.
That's a statement.
Mate, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Like, 2-2 masterclass.
We've heard it right here.
Chelsea,
Ben.
3 times champions of Europe, 2K22.
Love it. Love to see it. And I want to see a tattoo if we do it.
Oh, I mean, I'm getting one already. I just had to add a star to it, that's all.
Oh, nice. Right.
Yes.
Ben, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Lovely seeing you.
Take care, you too.
Mwah.
Okay, so we've got 2 people that have broken their Stamford Bridge virginity tonight. How did you find the game?
Awesome.
Wow, that was one word. I like it. What about you? One word.
Honestly, no. We got to go more than one word here. It was a really incredible game. Honestly, my first game coming from America. It's a totally different vibe here, and I got to say, it was really sick. That's it. Period. It was really awesome.
I'm liking the enthusiasm. Do you want to add any more to what you said?
Yes. So the atmosphere was awesome, right? Because my first football match ever.
First football match ever?
Yes. So, and the thing is, I was growing up in St. Petersburg, so I was kind of supporting both clubs, but more Chelsea.
Whoa!
Whoa.
What do you make of the result then? Are you happy?
Kind of. It could have been better. It could have been 3-1. That would have been perfect, I think.
So you were all for Chelsea winning today?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad you said that on this channel. It was your 300th game today because you've been counting.
Maybe 295.
No, you said 300. We're going with that. How did you find it?
I thought we were actually fantastic, but just we didn't have that last little nip. You know, the last little touch.
The nip, yeah.
The nip. We didn't have the nip, and that would have literally made it 4-0 instead of 1. But look, I'm happy Tuchel always gets a result. And I think it's really important to get the result and really play well all the time.
Definitely.
Which we have done.
And yeah, it's 3 points, isn't it? We've got to take it. Right, I'm going to ask you individually then. Are Chelsea going to win the Champions League again?
Say again?
Oh my gosh. Are Chelsea going to win the Champions League again?
Yes.
With Dortmund in, I don't know.
Right, you can go.
Make it 3. Make it 3.
100%. Chelsea's going to take it all the way. We got this. Let's go.
Wow, that was a quick turnaround.
Add a star over here. I want another one.
There you go. You heard it here first. Thank you, guys. Okay, I am now joined by Tony. Tony, what did you make of the game?
Yeah, it was good. You know, match day 1, 3 points. That's the name of the game. Not a lot of energy used tonight. Thought Zenit were daft decent, to be fair. Nice shape, pretty patterns. 2 on Lukaku to stop the threat from press and the threat from either or, left or right. I thought at times we were too lethargic, left to right, right to left, that sort of thing, without really causing too much penetration. I thought we were always going to win that game, but we didn't. Maybe it was sort of do enough, collect the 3 points, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. And obviously bigger fish to fry with the enemy coming at the weekend.
The enemy, I love it. So we were talking before about Werner. Did you think he should have played a part in this game?
Well, I'd like to see Timo Werner play alongside, Romelu Lukaku. I just would like to see it. I'd just like to see it tried out. I thought that was what was always going to happen, to be fair. And that was one of the reasons why it was, well, not the reason, but one of the reasons, we felt that those two could definitely work together because of Timo's runs, creating that space. So I think we will see it during the course of the season. This is, as I say, this is all about different stages, different moments. This is, step by step, first step again along the Champions League. Thought it was a really great atmosphere there today.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really nice touch as well. Nice fireworks display at the start with the old lights dimmed out and really nice, and that's just makes the occasion, doesn't it? But we weren't spectacular tonight, let's not kid ourselves. But we've done enough, and I don't think we really sort of, once again, second gear. No need to go into third or fourth. We'll save that for the big guns, when they come. And we know we've got them coming on the horizon, with Manchester City and Manchester United, coming, and it's all about those games. But no, listen, Zenit's a fair player. Zenit, decent side. And I say they come to nick a point to contain and try and, if it was ever possible, to try and nick a goal, which they never ever come.
And how close was it, towards the end of the second half? I mean, it was very touch and go, wasn't it?
It was a little bit of touch and go, but that's where you get those, when it gets to that point in the game, anything can happen. That's why you always need a second goal, isn't it? Just to sort of calm the nerves and etc. And then when you've got a second, you need a third to kill it. Because obviously at threes it's always game over. Next goal after 2 is always the most important. But yeah, once you get a second, you kill it, But I never thought we really done enough to sort of impose ourselves, you know what I mean? Sort of, it wasn't that sort of game, was it, where it was exhilarating.
First half in particular was very slow.
Yeah, but again, it was great to see Christensen on the pitch because his calmness, his awareness. I love Christensen. I really am a Christensen fan. I absolutely think he's tremendous. And no, it's all good, isn't it? We move on to the next game, as I say.
Can I ask you then, prediction for Spurs?
We'll win at Spurs.
3-0.
What's the score?
3-0. 3-0 Chelsea. Romelu Lukaku, two goals.
Well, he said it 3-0. I'll go with 3-0. Why not? Do you know what I mean? I think we'll win the game. That's the most important thing. It's Tottenham, We always beat Tottenham.
And we will love to see that on Sunday. Absolutely. Tony, absolute pleasure.